So the next question is Senator Seidman's, but she has graciously ceded her time to me. So my question is to you as well, Mr. Murray, and I remember well the study of the bill, I think it was C-97,
yes.
That called your college into life. And some of my questions relate to the questions I asked then. There are really two distinct groups of stakeholders here. One is more important in my view than the other, that is the immigrant, and then there are the immigration consultants. I would like to know from you to what extent your college has been successful in grandmothering, as you had promised at that time, grandmothering unlicensed practitioners to become licensed practitioners, and what's the ratio of licensed versus unlicensed in Canada?
Those figures are, unfortunately, the ratio of licensed to unlicensed in Canada, practitioners in Canada are not readily available. IRCC and we have worked together to try to come up with a number, but the short answer is it's how long is a piece of string. There are a great number.
So how many members are currently licensed?
We have approximately 13,000 licensed immigration consultants and international student advisors now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you comment on the complaints trend? Is it going up, going down, remaining steady?
I'm going to defer to my colleague, Michael Huynh.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for that question. The rate per licensee has been on a downward trend. So we're currently at about a 5% or 5 complaints per 100 licensees. And just to put that in perspective, the Law Society of Ontario would be around somewhere around 8% on an annual basis. The College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario is at about 9%. So when we first opened previously, as a previous regulator, we were at about 10% or 10 complaints per 100. We're now down to 5. And although that might seem like a good news story, I would like to put an important caveat that complaints against professionals is not a good indicator of the overall conduct of that profession.
Okay. And how long does it take you typically to resolve a complaint?
It certainly does. It depends on the nature of that complaint.
Okay. Mr. Murray, I think this question is for you. There is a new section in the division, and you spoke to it now, Section 56, which protects directors of your college from damages, liability. How does that serve the customer, in this case, the immigrant applicant?
A general indemnity provision for directors, officers, and employees of a self-regulatory organization is a very common provision that you would find in provincial legislation respecting professional regulators in every province. And
Thank you.
The benefit
Thank you, Mr. Murray. Once again,
yeah.
I have to cut you off, but I have to be fair to my colleagues.
Of course.
Senator